If you don't know yourself, don't expect others to know you. What I mean by that is when you are getting angry, you find yourself in a place where you feel mad that this person didn't understand me, my parents don't understand me, I'm really annoyed, they don't know the real me, they don't allow me to be the real me. The truth of the matter is you need to know the real you. Know thyself, right? Remember when Neo entered through and see the oracle, and there's like the know thyself. And honestly, that is something that is so important. You must know yourself. You must know yourself beyond the small s, lowercase s self. Who is your higher self? Who is your true self? Who is your God self? And when you understand or understand the truth of who you are, you understand that you have the co-creative power, which is the manifestation power that everyone on the interweb is like, oh my gosh, how to manifest this, how to manifest that. The truth is you're already doing it. You're already creating a reality where maybe certain people might misunderstand you. Maybe there's certain people who don't get you. It's because you are so strong and so powerful in creation that you don't realize that you are creating these scenarios where you are not being understood, because inside of you, there is something that you haven't understood deeply about yourself, so that now reflects out in the world, in the outer world, the outer reality. Because essentially our reality is a gigantic mirror of the inner world, and maybe we understand this intellectually, but that's not the point. Okay, the point is to really get it, right? Really understand, so you're not confused when your parents, when some stranger doesn't understand you, doesn't know the real you, and then you feel a little bit tiptoeing, okay? When you are dealing with them, like you feel a bit self-conscious when you talk about spirituality, you feel a little bit weird when you bring up certain concept, or you feel a little bit weird when you are like, you want to sit or wear the things you want to wear. The truth is, they are responding to the part of you that you haven't allowed and accepted and give yourself the full permission to just be. Because you think that by you being fully and wholly you, that it is a problem, okay? There's a deep-seated belief somewhere, maybe you're conscious of it, okay? If you do the work, if you do the shadow work, if you ain't, it's hidden deep into your deep subconscious, where it's hiding there saying that I don't fully accept myself. I don't fully accept this is who I am, and I really feel like there's something wrong. That's why you're not being your authentic self, okay, all the time, because you don't feel safe to do so, okay? You don't feel safe to be you, because there is a belief that it's perceived as weak, it's perceived as wrong, it's perceived as sinful, it's perceived as something bad, basically, okay? Prideful, unacceptable, putting shame on family, I don't know, whatever it is. So there is a deep belief that if you are being fully you, something bad is going to happen, something wrong is going to happen, there's something negative is going to happen. So that's the very reason why you don't. And that's the very reason why that you activate that version, okay, of somebody who reacts to you in a certain way. And I'll tell you this now, when you think about when you go through life, when you care about what other people think of you more, when you are more insecure about certain things, people will point it out more to you. Like for example, when I was like more insecure about my body or my accent or the way I speak or, my race or whatever, like people will point it out, people will be like, can you repeat that? I don't understand what you're saying. It's like they don't understand my accent, And I would speak in a way where it's like really like low and quiet, because I don't want my accent to be so obvious. I was born in Vietnam, and I was raised in Canada. And when I moved to Canada, I didn't know a word of English, and because of that, I was bullied and teased, and I developed this very insecure concept of self by lowering my voice, by pulling back. And because of that, it perpetuates. And people was like, I don't understand you. So now they really cannot hear me because I decided to mute myself. So just really feel, okay, if you're really accepting of yourself, your body, your beliefs, your whatever, right? It's not about proving it. It's not about, slapping it onto other people and make them feel like they should believe the same way as you. But it's about owning yourself, right? It's being your own person and knowing that you are created just the way that you're meant to be. And that doesn't mean that you're fixed and set. It means that right now you're in that mode of self-exploration and self-activation and self-awakening. And also you're in that phase right now where maybe it's about self-expression and authentic self-expression. Some of the this is really funny. So some of the people who I interact with, they look like gang, like full tattoo, piercing, scary, big muscle, whatever, and people kind of avoid them, right, in society. But I find that they are the softest teddy bears, that they just want to be loved, they want to hug. And there's a lot of masking. There's a lot of things that will show us that we want to express ourselves, but we feel like we have to hold it back. And I remember when I was growing up, I was always this like, I knew myself to be, at least, this like fun and bubbly and like excited and childlike kind of energy. That's my true energy. But of course, my belief was there's something wrong with that. I need to tone it down. I'm in a professional setting. I'm a woman in business. I used to work corporate for years before I, exit. So the energy of me trying to fit in, trying to play that whatever cubicle worker role, I wanted to be professional. I remember I didn't have to buy. I thought, okay, I needed to buy. So I went and bought these glasses to look smarter, I know, and to look older because I look like a baby, Asian genes. So the energy of me not feeling enough, not feeling like people will accept me for who I am. They're going to take me the wrong way. And me being childlike and being curious and being happy is not okay, in the workplace. So I tone it down. I do these things buying the glasses. But what I also did was I was wearing, all the professional blazer and everything. But then there'll be like a hint of pink somewhere, okay? There'll be like this, sparkly thing somewhere. It's like I just couldn't help it, Myself just wants to be expressed. Myself just wanted to ooze out because it's who you are. You cannot contain it, okay? So if you find yourself right now relying heavily on your clothing, on your tattoo, on your dyeing your hair color, by, whatever expression, that you can say that, oh, it's just my artistic expression. But I want you to go really deep. Is there a part of you that you haven't expressed fully and you're using these tools to help you say the things, okay, about yourself, express the true things about yourself? Or is there to do that work for you? There's nothing wrong with that. There's never anything wrong with anything. Remember, there's nothing wrong with the, hair colors and the tattoo and the piercing. Oh my God, there's nothing wrong with that. But the energy is, are you hiding behind those things? And that's a conversation that you have to have with yourself. You don't have to have it, to me. You don't have to prove anything to the internet, to the people, You have to do that shadow work. Am I compensating for something? Am I dyeing my hair 10 different colors, but somehow I still feel afraid to speak my truth? Then you must speak your truth, okay? And then you're like, okay, I like, green and blue and things in my hair, but I actually don't really feel like I need to dye it that many colors anymore because I'm expressed. So that's the thing. When you are actually genuinely self-expressed, a lot of things will just fall away. That's why people may feel the need to buy a bunch of Chanel bags, a bunch of designer clothing, a bunch of logo things, right? Because they want to express that energy of like, I want to be loved, I want to be accepted, I want to look at with respect, I want to be, well regarded as. But if you tap into that energy deep within yourself, you activate that, and then you no longer feel the need to buy an extra Versace shirt, for example, with a big logo. Maybe you still like Versace, but it's like a small little logo because you don't care. Okay, you know what I mean? You get it, right? So when you allow yourself to be understood, to be accepted. Allow your shadows to be transmuted into light by just bringing it up, doing the shadow work, doing the healing work. That's when you become a sparkling new you, okay? And speaking of sparkling new you, I'm running a 21-day energy makeover called Sparkling New Me, where you and I, we're going to be in it to win it for 21 days. So every day, I'm going to give you a challenge and a mind shift training. Okay, it's going to be bite-sized. So commit to it for every day for 45 minutes. Okay, you curve out 45 minutes in your calendar every day for self-development, for self-transformation. By the end of 21 days, you are going to see. You're going to see the new self, the true self emerges. Okay, and this is the work that I help with so many people all around the world. So if you're interested in that, get the link down below. Today is going to be the last day. We're going to begin this live January 15th, but you can still join. Okay, this is the last call to use that link down below. So get on it. I love you, and I will see you on the next one.